Hi guys, so I'm just showing you something real quick. This is just so I wanted to get because I have on here a Roku that I use for streaming media to my projector from my projector onto the wall so I can watch stuff like mostly Plex. And then I was thinking I could get a Fire TV for basically using Steam and home streaming with that controller, but then I thought. Um, because the Fire TV I would have to set up and I have to use like Amazon stuff and I have to sideload stuff which I didn't want to do. So basically what I did was I took an HDMI cable, ran it from I took the switch that's right there that I had hooked up to here. I basically hooked up to my computer. I moved that to the projector, and basically when my computer turns on, it switches on. When I turn on the computer, it switches from input 1, which is this, to input 2, which is would be the computer, and it would show up here. And I can basically use this remote right here and switch in between the inputs. And just to let you know, it's called a Totu switch. HDMI switch that I got off Amazon for $35. And so I can basically switch between there and there if the computer's on. And my main input for HDMI is hooked up to here. And the main HDMI is hooked up to the TV, which means when I have this off, the display on here is usable. But when I have this off, I can basically hook up a controller and use the computer here. And the thing I had an issue with was basically because this can upscale to 4K because it can do 4K content. This graphics card can push out 4K. So what I did was basically mirrored the screen. So when this is off, when the TV's off, I can use it still over here, and when this is off, I can still use it over here, and it basically is connected to here. And when this is on, I don't have to use the audio interface to basically to hear what out of my speakers, because the cable, this cable right here is going over there to those speakers. Another cable is going from over there to there. And then if I want to use headphones, I have this adapter right here that I got from Sweetwater, and I have a splitter on there, so I can basically have an extension go from here, which is 3.5 millimeter cable, into a 1/4 jack, which is the standard cable that plugs into any audio interface right here. And then I have that. Then when I basically want to use headphones, I can just say, Alexa, turn on Pro, and that'll turn on the speakers. So if I wanted to hear with the speakers, and then when I say Alexa, turn off Pro, Alexa, turn off Pro. If you pay attention, it took off the speaker, and so that is hooked up through my Amazon Echo, and then that device is hooked up to the the TP-Link smart plug, which is then hooked up to there, yeah. And then I have another one for my light, so I can say, Alexa, cancel. So I can say turn off light, and it'll turn off the light. And then this I can either use, if I need a mouse, get some kind of lap board I can build. I might actually build one using some 2x4 or some kind of wood material and screw down, and then put some kind of like mouse pad like this on there, and then just use like the computer when actually sitting in my bed, the keyboard and mouse, because this is hooked up to a this mouse is can be hooked up to Bluetooth, or it's hooked up to my to a unified adapter, and this is hooked up to my Bluetooth adapter, And then this is hooked up to Bluetooth. I can use the little Xbox adapter that I have. Don't know where it's at, but it's probably in the background. And then this monitor is there for when we're actually recording, and so this would be off when actually recording, and this would be on when actually recording. And then this is not in the way, and so if you see, this is kind of wobbly, but that's because of that. So that's about how I have this whole thing set up. And then I have these headphones, which are really sounding good. That I can then just, if I need to unplug them from the projector, I got a longer cable to go with this. So the longer cable would unplug into this end, which will plug into the splitter. This will plug into like this, so I can actually have a cable length. So if I want to play on my computer with basically with like lower with such headphones, I can do that, and I can hook up a keyboard and mouse to here. So that's how this whole setup is. So, and then this I can basically this just takes a regular watch battery. These I use my Panasonic in loops in, and there's a remote for the projector. I could have just hooked up both the ports to the projector, but I just didn't want to change inputs, because I can basically just use this remote right here, which is for there, to turn off this when the computer's off. I can just press the power button twice and it'll turn it off. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Bye.